Okay, this video is going to be about the expansion laws on page 48 and 49, and we'll get into the further expansion as well. The first expansion law is you have A times the group of B plus C is equal to AB plus A times B plus A times C. Basically, what this is the distributive property. If you have a number in front of a parentheses, that A gets distributed to each of the monomials inside. So A then times B, A times C. Notice there's no more parentheses. That sort of unlocks the parentheses. So for example, they have in the examples, they have one that you have 2 times 3x minus 1. So then 2 times 3x becomes 6x. And then 2 times negative 1 becomes a negative 2. All right, makes sense? Let's do the next one. All right, so the next one is the expansion of, let's see, we have, this is the product A plus B times C plus D. And again, this is just, if you remember, FOIL. FOIL is the first, you're multiplying the first term in each group. So A times C. The outer, so that's the ones on the outside, A times D. The inner, so that's the ones on the inside, B and C. B, C. And then the last terms from each grouping. So that is B, D. That's where they get the AC, AD, AB, BD. Okay? So let's do one of the examples here. Okay? For example, if we had, let's just say we had x plus 4 times, and we'll do 2x plus 2. Okay? So if we apply this, A times C, so that's the first terms of each group. So that's x times 2x. So remember, that's like a 1x. You do 1 times 2, which is 2, and then the x squared, right? When we multiply variables, the same variable, we add the exponents. And you don't see it, but there's a 1 here, right? So 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's 2x squared. Then outer, so x times 2 would just be 2x. 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times 2 is 8. And notice that the middle ones are going to combine because they are like terms. That's why we have 2x squared plus 10x plus 8. Okay, so that's just the expansion, binomial expansion. All right. Okay. Oh, sorry. Paint. Okay. Let's try. Okay. So let's do the difference of two squares. Now, the difference of two squares looks like this. You have A plus B times A minus B. All right. Now, the good thing about the difference of two squares is you notice it doesn't have 3 terms because something got eliminated. All right. Something got eliminated. The middle term got eliminated. So let's just do one here. We have x plus 4, x minus 4. All right. Show you how that happened. So first, the first terms, x times x is x squared. The outer, x times negative 4 is negative 4x. The inner, 4 times x is positive 4x, right? And then 4 times negative 4 is 16. So what happened was this inner term, negative 4x plus 4x, negative 4 plus 4 is 0. That's why it no longer exists. And we're left with x squared minus 16. Okay? Which if you go back to our rule, a plus b times a minus b is a squared. So whatever the first term is, a squared minus b squared. Okay? Look down here. A in this example is x. That's why it's an x squared. Minus b squared. Well, in this example, b is 4. So 4 squared is 16. So when you have expansion laws, it's if you are able to memorize the laws, it saves you from having to do FOIL. Okay, because you just remember, you're remembering the laws basically. Okay, the perfect squares. So if I have a plus b squared, okay, that is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, right? Okay, so if we have, for example, we have, let's see, x plus 3 squared. Well, in perfect squares, this would be x squared, right? Then plus 2 times a times b. So that would be plus 2 times whatever a is. And a in this example is x times 3. Okay? 2 times x times 3. And then plus b squared, which is plus 9. All right? Plus 9. Ran out of room, but I'll put it right here. Okay? So we have x squared plus 2 times 3 is 6x plus 9. Now I could FOIL that. I could FOIL x plus 3 squared, and that's what basically what it is. X plus 3, x plus 3. And I will get the same answers if I use FOIL. X squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. First, x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 3 is 9. Combine the middle terms, which would be x squared plus 6x plus 9. Notice that if you memorize or if you remember the difference of two squares, it saves you a step, basically. It saves you a step. Okay? All right, I'll do a part 2 of this video.